Let's give a warm welcome to our first speaker of the evening. His speech is about cultivating resilience through life's hardships. He's an innovative inventor and a creative and marketing visionary. Please welcome our first speaker of the day, Peter T. Cook and his palm tree mindset.
Good evening, everyone. There are 3 guarantees in life: death, taxes, and trauma. That's why the palm tree mindset was born, for achieving resilience in the storms of life. The palm tree mindset was born out of desperation. It's a process of converting pain and trauma into strength and resilience. Much like the palm tree will endure violent hurricanes, only to grow stronger, more powerful, and beautiful. It's learned to adapt and be flexible, to grow strong roots, thrive in diverse environments, to reach for the sun, to bend and not break. We too must develop a mindset that allows for resilience in the storms of life. Every one of us will go through tragedy and trauma. The question is, how long will you play a victim and let your future pass you by? Now imagine inventing the #1 product in the world, having 3 of the top 10 new products sold on Amazon, and having your invention, the travel safety kit, go into retailers nationwide. That was me 3 years ago, September 2020. My hopes, dreams, and aspirations all coming true. It was like hiking to the top of Mount Everest, spending years of hard work, dedication, persistence, perfecting your craft. The moment finally arrived. You reach the summit. Standing at the top, you take a deep inhale. Yelling, yes, yes, yes! Before the 3rd yes can come out of your mouth, lightning strikes the ground beneath your feet, and tumbling down the mountain, you go in an avalanche. Like our theme, Control, Alt, Delete, my personal reboot began in 2017. Overweight, addicted to alcohol, and my life spinning out of control. When a beacon of hope and change emerged, when my younger brother, Andrew, identifying my struggle with alcohol, paved the way for healing, sobriety, and recovery. But life wasn't confined to this episode. Over the next 3 months, I got divorced. Andrew drowned on vacation and passed away. And then I parted with my job. Lost, broken, adrift, and sober, I pondered the meaning of life itself. Taking a leap of faith, I asked God, what's my purpose? And answering was like a punch to the gut, and whispered in my ears was Largest Heart is a nonprofit. What? Largest Heart? Huh. I hadn't heard that name in 15 years. I wrote a children's book, Hippo Jones and the Legend of the Largest Heart. Problem is, I never had kids, so I never published the book. On a shelf it sat forgotten until that day. With a flash vision of me on my deathbed, I saw myself asking my family, what could Largest Heart have been if I said yes that day? Not wanting to know and live with regret, starting a nonprofit became my focus and mission. A journey requiring the investment of time, energy, and resources. On the auspicious date of August 3rd, my brother Andrew's birthday, Largest Heart became an official 501c3 nonprofit. Coincidence? I think not. But starting a new nonprofit challenged my thinking. I needed to fight against the winds of negativity. I couldn't let them pull me from my mission. I needed to focus. I needed Carly. That's Carly, my favorite palm tree mindset practice. When I was 14 years old, a hockey tournament took my family and I away for the weekend. Returning from the trip, I was the first one in the house. I saw immediately and started screaming, "Mom, Carly hit a hole in the cellar door!" Coincidence happened that my 83-year-old grandfather was watching Carly, who just happened to have a litter of puppies. My grandfather accidentally shut the wooden cellar door, separating Carly from her puppies. Carly's response was a masterclass in determination. She ate, clawed, bit, scratched, and gnawed, and did whatever it took to get through that door. Nothing was going to stop her from her mission. Nothing. And in doing so, taught me one of life's most important lessons: laser focus, persistence, and never giving up until your mission is accomplished. Starting a new nonprofit required me to think differently. It required me to focus. And with practices like the Carly, I was able to channel in starting a new nonprofit requires two things: time and money. I had plenty of time, but I saw my financial resources dwindling. Starting a new nonprofit, I was expecting a big-time donor to come in and partner with me. When this didn't happen, I ended up catching the flu. Not once, but twice on back-to-back trips. Complaining about my predicament and not taking a travel safety kit with me, my brother-in-law, Chris, who happens to be the smartest guy I know, chimes in and says, "Peter, you know you can patent that." My response was, "Bro, it's a Ziploc bag with hand sanitizer, wet wipes, and face masks." To which he counters, "It's called a utility patent." Oh, my mind exploded. Literally, my brain exploded. Returning from my trip, I went full-blown into research mode. I searched online, in stores, everywhere, and no one sold a product like this. In fact, you couldn't even buy wet wipes and hand sanitizer together, two essential staple products not sold together. This was incredible. This was a blue ocean opportunity when this crazy idea pops in my head. Maybe I'll start manufacturing it. Having spent 20 years in trade shows and conventions, I know firsthand what it takes to bring a new product to market. It needs to be innovative, unique, offer value, and quality. The product immediately addressed the first two, but the last two would require all my resources. It meant going all in, not something I wanted to do. So I asked for a sign, and it came through. But it was a long 3-hour drive home. And this is 2018. No one wore face masks. So I became convinced I needed a second sign. Like the great character Gideon and Aaron Rodgers, I needed to do a discount double check. So my second sign idea was to get a book, write a note, and bring it to a retirement home. The name placed on my heart was Mary. So if there's a Mary at the retirement home, I would go all in and start making face masks and hand sanitizer. If there's no Mary, no mask, and this crazy idea is over. So that Saturday, full of enthusiasm, I go to the retirement home. I walk in, go to the front desk, smile, introduce myself, and hand the book to the receptionist saying, "This is for Mary." She takes the book, inspects it, looks back at me, and says, "We don't have a Mary." The next few seconds to this day are the longest moments of my life. My blood pressure and heart rate spike. I start to profusely sweat. I take a deep breath in and look up and think, this branch is getting pretty flimsy right now. Looking back down, I lock eyes with the receptionist, who tilts her head to the side and says, Do you mean Mary Ellen? With the greatest sense of relief and smile washing over my face, I respond, of course I mean Mary Ellen. I thank her and proceed to walk to my car, thinking, holy cow, I'm going all in. The next 6 months of entering manufacturing were a roller coaster. I discovered from a UPS freight person that face masks are a medical device, hand sanitizer a drug. So I had to become a certified registered small medical device manufacturer and drug maker and register with the FDA. It was an incredible learning experience that came to fruition at the Travel Goods Show in 2019. We were a niche travel wellness product, and our first client was AAA. We began selling online on Amazon and Bed Bath & Beyond. Unfortunately, by January 2020, product sales were flat. My father suggested I find a bankruptcy attorney. Thankfully, during this time, I began acquiring practices like grounding, where you go outside barefoot in the grass or sand for 20 minutes without a cell phone. By disconnecting from harmful EMF radiation and connecting to Mother Earth's natural frequency, we can heal ourselves. Science has proven it reduces inflammation, improves circulation, and improves mental health. Best of all, it's free. Another practice has been the Wim Hof breathing technique. These two practices, along with saying 4 things I'm grateful for before I get out of bed each day, have become the blueprint and foundation for growing strong roots. So when life got lifey, my dad said I should probably find a bankruptcy attorney, I had strong roots, resilient, and laser focused on a positive outcome to say, Dad, you need more faith. 4 weeks later, COVID-19 arrived, and the world forever changed. The next 6 months, I went from niche products sold out of my garage to a 20,000 square foot warehouse and 17 employees. It was a meteoric rise and the most incredible time of my life. We conquered Amazon. We were inside major retailers. The product was trademarked and had 3 patents pending. Then, in the blink of an eye, everything came crashing down. First, Paycheck Protection, PPP, giving away of $800 billion. Next, the FDA removed the rules and regulations on face masks and hand sanitizer. We all remember hand sanitizer smells like tequila. With billions in free cash and no more rules and regulations came the flood of counterfeits and intellectual property theft, including selling at major retailers. Or one Amazon seller who started selling the TravelSafetyKit.com. We filed a trademark infringement and we both got suspended. We went from #1 product to not even listed. It was incredible. It took a year to get back online. But the worst was getting canceled. Someone had a bad day, made a cancel culture video, and we got dropped from Target stores. Seeing this happen in real time was the most surreal moment of my life. We were trending, and trending on social media usually isn't good. This incredible set of circumstances made it easy to blame the victim, to blame someone, to get mad, to get angry. It would have been easy to get depressed and stay down. Yet in the face of adversity, by tapping into the palm tree mindset, the roots of resilience grew deeper. Instead of succumbing to negativity, I chose to harness adversity as a catalyst for growth. Just as a hurricane will wipe out an entire town, yet the palm tree will bend in half with its top touching the ground and will not break. I chose to pivot my mindset from victim to victor. This transformation isn't easy. The human brain's amygdala, responsible for processing human emotion, think fight or flight, can be a formidable opponent. Its It's why I say 4 things I'm grateful for before getting out of bed. So when this happens, don't get mad. Get creative. Utilize a palm tree mindset and anchor yourself firmly in the ground. Turn adversity into a catalyst for your growth so you can channel and tap into your next level of excellence. Which allowed me to, when the hurricanes of life came, the palm tree mindset allowed me to channel my focus into something positive. The result has been the production and release of the Hippo Jones children's book series. It's also resulted in my first self-help book, The Power of Positive. So when the hurricanes of life struck, I was able to turn this adversity into something positive, to learn and grow. It's enabled largest hearts to impact thousands of lives, including at last weekend's Be a Largest Heart 5K event. And of course, this TED Talk today. So when the storms of life hit you, don't break. Utilize the palm tree mindset. Grow strong roots. Focus on your purpose. Reach for the sun and spread seeds of positivity. And that's when the magic happens. When you realize that your own transformation for resilience isn't just about you. It's about creating a ripple effect of optimism, gratitude, and kindness that can elevate your community and even shake the world to its core. That's the transformative power you have right now. Feel the energy? Yeah. Tap into the palm tree mindset today and upgrade your life. Thank you.